Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. We're back with a new topic. This topic is definitely for the parents out there. So we talk about this all the time. So the topic for today is your child really bad? You know how some parents are always like, nah, my child is bad, I gotta whip them, I gotta spank them. Is your child really bad though? Or, you know, maybe you have the issue. Maybe you have high anxiety and you're, what is it, overstimulated. Right. Maybe you need the timeout. It's not your kids, maybe it's you. So what you think? Because you're a 911 dispatcher, you hear a lot of stuff. What do you think?
I truly think that you can be burnt out. But however, all kids, especially, you know, boys, we got some girls that are rough or bad.
Oh, Zoe is bad.
Don't talk about my baby.
Zoe is a terrorist. My son is the angel.
Yeah.
He is.
But either way, they're my babies. But I just feel like check in on your mental status and their mental status. Sometimes you don't know that they may have ADD, ADHD. If you don't know what that is, like attention deficit disorder, attention hyper deficit disorder, and you think they just won't sit down, or the teacher's calling saying he won't sit down, or he's at home jumping all over the place, and no matter how many times you beat him, that's time to check in with your doctors or the psychiatrist, or get an evaluation and say, hey, let me step back. He's not going to keep on wanting a beating every 5 minutes. I believe in mental health is real, and get your children checked.
Get yourself checked too.
Right.
And that's why you see all these stories about these moms. And it's so sad. You see all these stories about these moms who let men who aren't their kids' father abuse their children. You see them murder their kids. You see them commit suicide with their kids. So it's just like sometimes you have to check on yourself. It might not even be your kids. Your kids might be just playing with each other, laughing, and you're like, oh, shut up. Maybe it's you.
Yeah. Sometimes you just need a break, and I feel like just ask someone to come over and spend a little bit of time, even if it's just with you with a glass of wine, and you guys put the kids in another room for playtime. Get them some company too. Sometimes they can be around grown adults too much. And then also, I feel like if that's the case, call grandma or auntie or a niece or something like that to come over that you really, really trust, where you can go get your hair done, your nails done, or some type of spa time, because you do need a timeout, because your mental can be driving them mental.
That's true. That is true. I've noticed
have you
that.
Checked your mental?
I check myself, because sometimes I will be like, sit down, oh my gosh, shut up, and I'll be like, you know what, why am I acting like this? It's only because I'm overstimulated, because I'm tired. So let the kids be let the kids be kids.
Right.
And I have to learn that as well. I gotta let them be kids. But also I like silence after 7 p.m. So we're gonna work on it though. Silence. I need silence. I don't like all the yelling and running back and forth. After a certain time, that's enough.
Okay, but we all know that that's when the kids get even more active, because especially if kids have been in school all day and they've been sitting at a table staying focused. I'm home, I want to be free, I want to run wild.
See, I don't think like that.
I didn't when you guys were little.
I don't do that now.
And it was picked up from me probably because at a certain time I just wanted y'all to sit down and be quiet. But
you also work 2 jobs.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was a different be quiet for me. It was more not being a kid, be quiet, but you don't have to yell and scream and thump over the person's head or whatever. If we were living in an apartment or whatever, I didn't say don't play as a kid. Play a little silently or get your book out or whatever. As long as it's still, you still communicate.
Yeah, let's bring that back. Kids need to start reading again. Let's bring that back.
Hello. What happened to the RIF thing? What was it? Reading is fundamental.
Oh,
well, you used to get books from the library.
They still have book fairs.
Do they even have a library anymore?
They do have libraries.
Okay.
These kids just ain't reading no more, and maybe that's it. Maybe that's why they so
don't
loud.
Comprehend.
Yeah, all they do is play video games.
I won't say they all don't comprehend, but
they don't listen.
Attention span.
They don't listen.
They can't listen, because I'm like this. If you want a kid to really learn this generation, put it in music. You might have to rap it as a teacher. You may have to think of a hip hop 2 + 2 is 1. Everybody, let's have some fun. If that's what it take, because Google give you every answer, so they're not retaining anything. So when you say go do this, go do that, you tell me 2 things at one time, so something ain't gonna be done.
Lord.
But back in the day when I told you guys, hey, this had to be done, this, I didn't have to write a list. I don't have to put it on the refrigerator, because I'm gonna come back and inspect, and I expect you to retain everything I said. I'm not gonna say it twice. I ain't gonna say it 3 times, or something gotta go. Either your attention is on that game, and you're just not retaining anything I'm saying. So I know you're not retaining in school. But they retain when they want that Gucci, Louis Vuitton, and those tennis shoes and those Game Boys. Start putting that to the side. Get them back out in the earth. You know, like the universe needs them. And it's just like nobody's on the playground. Nobody's on the playground anymore.
Zoe loves the playground, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, and I just think that is important. Get them back into nature.
But you know what? Like I said, as parents, we are so burnt out.
Yeah.
That it's like, okay, Zoe might be like, hey, come play Barbies. I'm like, look, I just got done doing 10 clients today. Like,
let me ask you a question. Do you feel like homework is still important?
No.
I don't think it's important because what you're doing is working the mother or father more.
Exactly.
Giving them more to do because now you're back in school. And we may not have did that for 20, 30 years. And you're doing the math different.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. That math. The way they break down that math.
Yeah, everything is so different. So when I came through, we only had general math. We didn't need algebra. We didn't need trigonometry to graduate. Now, if my grandbaby come to me, I'm like, go
I don't know either. I'd be like, go ask your daddy, because
call a tutor.
Especially with fractions, don't ask me nothing.
Oh, now I love fractions.
No, don't ask me nothing about no fractions.
Baby. We can divide them, we can multiply them, we can drop it down, we can do the denominator. Oh, I'm sorry, I got carried away.
So all we're saying is maybe your kids aren't really bad. Maybe it's you. Maybe you need a break. Maybe you need to take a step back and just let them be a kid.
Or how about spending more time with them? Get
to
know your kids now. Like, what are you really into? Go in their room and say, hey, you know, what are you into? What's going on with this? Or what project you got? Oh, I see that you decorated your room with this. Just a question. What are you listening to on the radio now? And I don't
interest.
I know that y'all TikToking, and I know that you guys are doing videos with your kids. That's okay, but that's not giving them the quality time that we used to give back in the day, where you show them a hug or you say, hey, I love you, you look good, dark skin is great. You don't have to, you know, cut your skin under your eyes to look Chinese.
I think the parents in this, the millennial parents, I feel like we are completely different.
You are.
Than your generation. Like, we definitely put more positive affirmations into our kids, like out loud.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not saying you don't or you didn't.
Right.
But we are more vocal with it, because the world won't tell your kids, oh, you not nothing and you'll never be nothing. So we might as well go ahead and lift them up while we can, because.
Right. So what do you guys think about you know, spending the quality time with the kids, and make sure it's outside of the home? Put your answers and your comments down in the box.
In the comments. Go ahead and comment, y'all.
Because we want to come back. I do read them. You know, I always come on and put my little comments in there, or hit like, or, you know, I'm not exempt from answering any questions you may have either. I just try to shed the light of being a dispatcher for 20 years, and, you know, the safeties or what I hear. I can't really disclose a lot of what I hear, but I can touch on certain topics because you know, I don't want anyone to say that I'm bringing something that someone may have called for, but I'm just giving some advice on spending more time.
Yeah, this is our opinion, our experience.
Right. I think we spent time together, but by me being a younger parent, I had to work more because I was a teen mom, and I can give more now to my grandchildren. That's why I put more into Zoe and
this is my opinion. You're a great grandmother. Great. When you were raising us, not saying you're not a great mom. That's not what I'm saying at all. But what I'm saying is, when it comes to spending time, I have, like you said, you work 2 jobs. I don't have to work 2 jobs or even leave my house really. So there's a difference in that. You have to think, a lot of millennials now are entrepreneurs, so we don't have to leave our house. So we can. You guys we're in the house with the kids. So
and then my generation, we had to really get out there and grind. The cost of living wasn't as high, but we didn't get paid much either.
But we didn't. Not saying we didn't spend time together, but it's not like how me, you, and Zoe hang out.
So that's why I kind of make it my business now, because as I got older,
but I don't fault you for that.
No.
I do not. Let me say this because she gonna come.
Help my baby.
Now let me say this because she gonna come back and be like, she's trying to say I'm not a good mom. I never said that. She is a great mom. She's a great grandmother.
I was a strict mom, put it that way. I wanted the best for you guys. Y'all got to do things. She was not strict at all. I just had to do it my way because I was a teen mom.
She wasn't strict. She was an enforcer.
Right.
There's a difference.
Yeah, that's true. I just think because I was 15,
I could always talk to you. Yeah, I could always talk to you.
I was open for the conversation, but I had to let you know I wasn't your sister.
Yeah, you're not my friend.
You know, I'm your friend, but I wasn't your friend. You know what I mean?
What you say? I'm not one of your little friends.
Period.
Okay? We all heard that.
That way. But now I'm more like, don't jump on Zoe or.
Oh yeah, I know. Oh my God.
You know, I will say like, Portia, I think you should do this, or I think you should do that. Not that, you know, you should take what I say, but I feel like some generational things should be passed down. Some things you should not let go. Like as an alpha mother to an alpha mother, because that's the way you were raised, and I was raised by an alpha mother that, you know, had street smarts too. Where we come from, that's a no-no, talking back and not doing your chores and rewarding you for stuff, and your report card wasn't good. We got to get back on that mental status. Not, oh, I worked all day and I ain't got time. You got to make time. That's why they out in the street shooting. That's why they robbing. That's why they carjacking. That's why it's senseless beating up on women, because they figure like somewhere along the line they lost that mommy connection.
That's what I said. I said that in
they lost
other
that
videos. Some of these men got mommy issues, but that's not what we're here for.
Comment on
that.
All right,
so we'll see you guys in the next video.
All right.